Is that one of your pictures, Bruce?
Say again?
Is that one of your pictures?
Yeah, that's an old photo. So
Is that Jamie Bush?
No.
It's Mike O'Connor. Or David O'Connor.
Stephen Hay. Got Dr. We are live, so don't say anything bad, guys.
Hey, Jason, double check and make sure Tim's not in the waiting room.
I have the waiting room right in front of me. Don't worry. I can't miss it. Did you ever find that guy, Bruce?
No, we didn't. I want to find that dude.
You should.
I want to trot him back out when Esden comes to the line next year or this weekend.
Have Charles get him out there.
We can do that.
Yeah, he's got a mic. He knows what he's doing. He's got a mic and he's not afraid to use it. I don't see that lock and load video, buddy. I bet is it in your videos? It's got to be.
Click on the videos tab and.
Yep. I want to show everybody that video of lock and load. Here's Tabitha.
One bad apple, Brian Deck out of Woodside, way out front, 341 and 6. Yeah, Brian deserves that after what happened to him up at Ellsworth. Yes, he does. That's a bad deal.
Sorry, I'm back. Are you guys?
Oh no, that's Bush. That's Everson's tractor. I thought that was DeMars. Let's see here. Less than a month. This one right here. Wheels Up Wednesday, right? Okay, let's start talking. July 5th, guys, welcome to Monday Night Live Let's Grow Pulling, brought to you by the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association, along with my Hollywood Square guest, Charles Posh up there in the middle. Charles will be announcing at the Big North Iowa Nationals this weekend. And Paul Romack up there in the top right, bottom left, Big Ride, the social media manager for the North Iowa Nationals as well. And then Brent Yarn. We don't know what he does, but he just keeps showing up every Monday night. So that's pretty awesome. Guys, we're not going to get into why these two amazing polls are on the same weekend. It's not one of us on this show can control any of that. We're just going to promote the crap out of them this week. And there's plenty of people in Iowa and Minnesota and the Dakotas to fill the bleachers up at both places. So welcome, everybody. The goal was to get Tim Nearing on from it's the Lions Club, right? Yeah. Okay.
From the Rockwell Lions. And Tim is trying, so you may at some point in time see him pop into the waiting room. But if not, that's okay. Charles and I can cover it for him. We're now in our 12th year, and second year for Charles. And I don't know. We've been having if last year was any indication, which maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We're gonna have another great show this year. We're going to have 4 sessions, Thursday, Friday, and 2 on Saturday, starting at 6 o'clock for the evening sessions and noon for the Saturday afternoon session. How many classes? I can't even count. I kind of lost track. All of them. Almost all of them.
It's all but light unlimiteds. And then the limited pros.
Right.
So 13, I think that is.
I think that's right.
So it's all the Grand National classes, guys.
Minus
Minus,
Light Unlimiteds.
okay.
And then Limited Pros on Thursday.
Yep.
So hopefully we can catch a few of you guys who are headed over to Rock Valley to pull the limited pros over there. Stop and see us a little early. So.
Yeah, my goal, if I would have had parts and running, was to go to Rockwell on Thursday, hang out with you guys, and then head to Rock Valley then after that. So let's get into what's Charles got planned? I heard there's some podcast stuff you guys are trying to do after the show.
Yeah, something. It was Rye's idea, and I'm all on board for this. I've got everything ready to go for it. I don't care whether it's before a session or after, but we want to set up in a location. We'll tell people where we are, and get fans, get competitors, and do some real raw podcast style reaction. And get the real story on what's going on, and it'll be typical sidetrack style, no censorship, no holds barred, and get to the story, and hopefully we have a good laugh while we're doing it.
We've often heard it said, "Man, I wish I could have a beer with XYZ competitor." Well, now as a fan, you may have your chance, and that's precisely the reason that we set this thing up. We want to get the fans in with, get them elbow to elbow with, some of the people who they've watched, all their lives. I don't know how many people on this planet who are pulling fans haven't said, "Man, it'd be cool to sit and BS with Esden Lane." I can't guarantee that we're going to get him, but we're going to do our dead level best. Paul said he doesn't want. Paul said he didn't want to.
No, I said I would. I actually kind of had somewhat of a chance, and I biffed it. So yeah.
I was going to say, because if you said you didn't, we were going to kick you off, and you were never coming back. So.
Well, that's just stupid talk, Bruce. That's just stupid talk.
That is just stupid talk. So, yeah, that was kind of what we wanted to do, and I mean, if you've ever listened to the Sidetrack podcast, and I've only done one of them, but Charles and Andrew and Charles on his own, and Charles with guests has done, I don't know, 20 or 30 of them, and the whole premise was no script, no censorship. It's real talk. And
I'm never here to embarrass anybody. I'm not here to make you look stupid, and I'm never going to ask you a question that you don't know the answer to. It's not about. I'm not playing gotcha games, but I want a real moment. I want to hear the real deal.
So, yeah, and I still don't think we've decided exactly what night we're going to do that. Personally, I think
do it every night. Every night, it's fine with me. Every night.
I would do it too. I think Friday night might be a terrific night to do it, but I think we could probably get response every single time.
I think I think Thursday and Friday night will be your best, guys. Just a lot of people like to load up and get rolling, Saturday night. So I think Thursday and Friday night could be the best for you.
Yeah.
Based on experience last year, people did get loaded up and rolling in a different direction on Saturday night, and that's exactly what I want.
Right.
Well said, Charles. Well said.
Right. So, no, we're looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be my, I don't know, 7th, 6th North Iowa Nationals, either as a photographer or as part of the team. And we're gonna have a great time. The way I've always referred to it is us and 4,000 or 5,000 of our closest friends. And we're going to go have a ripper on a good time. We're going to blow your eardrums out. We're going to blow some smoke. We're going to hopefully fire up some turbines. We're going to burn some alcohol. And, we're going to have a great time.
And it's going to be a different sound this year, too. I'm coming back, but the crew that's coming with me is, Phil, and I'm sorry, I forget the other fellow's name. They did a fantastic job with the show in prior years, and they have stepped aside and retired. And so I'm coming in with Darren Hartwell and Chris Clark, and we have done big programs like Ultimate Call Out Challenge together, and the chemistry's there. Darren is flat out, just total nerd like me, studying stuff. He's already sent me data. He does the champions interviews for NTPA and writes for the Puller magazine. He's all about it in terms of the history of the sport, just like I am. And Chris brings just an unbelievable level of crowd interaction that I'm not good at it. For what I do, it sounds shocking to say, and people won't believe it, but I'm shy. I'm shy as hell. And he brings that piece to interact with the crowd. And the three of us have an awesome rapport and just nonverbal cues. And we can work together without having to look at each other to understand what the next thing's coming and just go. And can't wait to bring that to Rockwell.
Hey, Charles, Phil and I talked on Thursday night. He did ask if he could come up there and call a set with you.
Hell yeah, dude. Phil's awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
I told him to just pick his class and to just show up. I said, we will have a mic that's hot for you. We'd love to have you back.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Phil he's got the gold key. He got presented that last year. He can go anywhere he wants. Unlimited access. So Phil, come on. Come up, please. I'd love to do one with you.
Hey guys, Brad just said that Tim's trying to call in. It's an internet link, Brad. It's not a phone dial. He's to click on a link, put his name in, he'll pop up on the screen, and away we go. So I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Charles, but
yeah, no, you're good.
The motor guy on.
Yeah, let's get Tim in here.
And I sent Brad, if you're listening, or Tim, if you're listening, I sent that link to your. I texted that to you earlier this morning. So just hit that link, and it'll ask you if you're trying to open it in Safari. Do that. So, but until Tim comes in, we have the mic, and you have to listen to every word we have to say. I figured I could throw some Adam Sandler in there and get away with it.
Paul just threw up in his mouth a little bit, Ryan. So.
That's okay. I'm happy. I'm happy for him. Jason, can you text that link to Tim for me?
He just found it.
Yep. How many hooks are they thinking they're going to have this weekend?
All of them.
That's anybody's guess, really.
Yep.
I mean, I know Dodge City did claim a few victims. How catastrophic that failure was, I don't know.
They're going to fix it. They're going to fix it because there's some names I need to say come this weekend.
I'll take that.
Challenge issued. Fix your stuff. Come on.
Hello, fellas.
Holy moly, that looks like Tim.
Howdy.
Hey, Tim.
How's it going?
Good. How are you, buddy?
A little busy right now. It's crazy.
Well, it's a good problem to have, right? Being that it's show week.
Problem. I had to get in a pickup here and get my phone charging. It's been ringing off the hook.
Well, good. What kind of phone calls are you getting this week?
It ranges from ticket pricing all the way to how full or how many spots are in our pits and things like that.
Good deal. Good deal. And for the record, tickets are $25 at the gate. $20 if you buy them online at that link that we've been plastering all over our social media for like the past 3 weeks. I think we lost him.
It's a pretty good deal, really,
Oh.
for the iron that's going to be here.
Well, that's kind of what we were thinking too.
Yeah, we just got done painting all the lines. We got room for 166 rigs.
Nice. You got anybody there yet? Or Bowsman's there yet? I figure they should be rolling in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've already got a few here, so it's awesome.
Really? It has to be guys who came up from Dodge City.
Yeah, that's Farmer just got here, and the rig from New York is here, and so they're starting to come in.
Good deal. I'll bet some of those guys you could probably actually put to work, you know? Paul, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, can you talk a little bit about, this is put on by the Lions Club. Can you talk a little bit about what the pull is supporting?
Yeah, so the Rockwell Lions Club started this 13 years ago. We pledged to give $250,000 to a new aquatic center in our community of 900 people. And our pledge, I guess, was to keep getting bigger and bigger. And we got 50 members in our club and hundreds of volunteers it takes to put on this show. But all the money raised here goes to nonprofit groups. So it's a really big event, and scholarships come from this money, and it's just keeps getting bigger all the time. We've got 70 acres that we own here, and put in a permanent grandstand, and every year just to make the facilities better.
Awesome. Now, on this poll, do you know if there is a live stream available?
We just lost Tim. I don't think he's in a good internet signal, guys, but I'm pretty sure ntpapoll.com will be there, right, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta think so. They were last year.
Yeah, so if you can't, yeah, so if you're not able to make it in person, join us that way. Go to watchpolling.tv?
Nope. ntpa.tv.
Or is it? Never mind. I didn't say a word.
ntpa.tv. I just looked it up. It's $25 per session or $90 for all four.
I just put
or
the link in the
$300
comments.
for a year pass, and you get all NTPA live streams for the year.
I put the link to the website for the North Iowa National.
Brent, are you coming down for it?
I'm coming on Thursday. Friday, I'll be in Lancaster for Jeff's poll. I may sneak over Saturday for the afternoon session. Want to be able to stay the whole time, but then I have to go up to River Falls. So
Lame.
yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that just has to happen on this one weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
But
hey, if you do come out, you know what to do. I need cheese curds. That's right. My wife is starting to get antsy.
Yeah, I'll have to go find some.
If you get on the
Friday lunch,
property,
right?
we're going to shove a microphone in your face and get you on that sidetracked after dark kind of deal.
That could be good.
We've got a few guys who are very much looking forward to that, and we are going to leverage them to every single bit that we can to try and get a few more folks added into that list. So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I mean, in a perfect world, the best thing that could possibly happen is that we get a bunch of old schoolers, you know, guys who've been doing this forever and ever, sitting around a campfire, so to speak, with a drink in hand and telling stories of the old days, when none of us were around or none of us were around pulling. We couldn't be happier. If something like that happens, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Ryan and I had this fantasy. I put this out there that we were, I don't care whose pit we were sitting in, and that we were having a conversation with Rob Russell and Esden Lane talking about how things went down back in the day. And you can't imagine the smile on my face if that were to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that's
Tim,
kind
Tim,
of the way it's shaping up. It should be a lot of fun.
Tim, can you hear us? Tim, can you hear us? Can you guys hear me talking to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Bruce?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yep.
We just
Yeah, I
lost
can
Tim
hear you
again.
just fine.
Yep.
Okay. I think Tim just got bad Wi-Fi where he is.
Yeah.
I was able to go out there in 2019, and Rockwell is an amazing facility. Super, it's laid out well, plenty of seating. It looks like a pulling facility. So if you're a puller or you're a fan and you haven't been there yet, it's definitely it's a great place to go to. And then you're going to see the best that the NTPA has to offer. And I think that's a lot. I mean, the big mods, the big semis, unlimited supers, some of the biggest comments I'm seeing on Facebook today is, Jordan Lustig's Silver Bullet. That's still one of the, if not the most popular pulling tractor out there anywhere. Everybody knows the Bullet, and the Bullet's supposed to be in Rockwell, right, Bruce?
Does anybody know the backstory of that
he
picture that
was
they posted? Sorry.
Of what?
Did you guys see the picture that the Silver Bullet posted where the shop was full of, I assume that's some sort of alcohol fumes or something? If you go to the Silver Bullet Facebook page, I'm like, I didn't know what was going on there. If that was if that's the case, I'm not sure who's breathing in there, but
that's it. No one's breathing in there with that.
Yeah, that looks pretty
Exactly.
rough.
But that indicates that a motor was running.
Yes.
So which one? The Silver Bullet, the Pro Stock, or the Super Farm?
There's two stacks right there. So
there's two stacks,
and
right
that's a
there
30.5.
but that doesn't mean something ain't running on a stand out of frame.
That's true.
That's true. That's true, and we both and we all know that they're working on a couple of different projects.
It was Jordan talked about it on this show,
and and we're and we've got a class for every single one of those projects that they're working on.
Yes, we do.
So not a bad deal. I know we'll have a big crop of super farms. I know we'll have a good crop of open Alki supers. I know Sid Broughton's Desperado's coming, headed out here on Wednesday. So that'll be kind of fun for me because I don't think I've ever had the chance to take a picture of that tractor before. So, but no, we should have a lot of fun this weekend. So with the light supers as well as the open alcohol supers plus the diesel supers, I mean, you want big power and you want big boost pressure. Well, we got it this weekend.
And
So Spiegelberg's they swept Dodge City, Kansas in the light supers, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Berg?
Friday and Jordan won on Saturday.
Did Berg win mods both nights?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they also four-wheel drive. I saw Foster's won one night, right?
And Holman's won the first. Holman's won the first night.
Okay.
And then Ken Payne won Superstock Diesel, and then Travis won on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, by a lot.
Yeah.
He did what Travis does.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Bruce, speaking of light supers, WTPA, so specifically Chris kind of was the one that kind of talked River Falls, and kind of talked them out of not having light supers there. One, because there's only about 4 or 5 tractors currently running, and we're pretty sure Dagenharts are staying down for the whole weekend. So they did drop light supers. So Picklers will be down there. Kevin Lynch should be down there. Not sure who else is together yet, but a couple of WTPA guys will be down there this weekend. So
Good. Do we have any idea what Kevin's bringing?
just one.
Just one, the 504?
Yep. The other one's kind of a project thing. So Mark's old tractor, there's plans for it in the future. It's still sitting in Mark's shop currently. So story that I was told is that Kevin had Mark's dad's old tractor like on the farm, and that Mark wanted it to like restore it. And so they made like a deal, and so they kind of just Kevin gave him the tractor, and Kevin got a percentage of the bomb tractor. And so now he finally has like some say into the tractor. And so the plan is that when Kevin gets his tractor kind of situated, because he put the aluminum block out of Mark Koopman's tractor from 2019, I believe, into it. That once that is kind of situated and sorted out, then they have plans to start working on the other tractor. So they were hoping this year, but probably not going to happen. It's more likely going to be next year. So, anybody curious on it, whenever that tractor's coming out, that is kind of the backstory to it.
I want to run through the classes again, guys. I'm on the RockwellLions.com tractor pull website right now, so it's super easy. Anybody needs to Google that. They're looking for camping information or tickets or anything. If they're not on social media, RockwellLions.com. 4 sessions. Thursday, July 8th, begins at 6 p.m. That's session 1. There are 4 total sessions. They're all Grand National classes except the limited pro stocks, if I'm not mistaken. Charles can correct me if I'm wrong. 4-wheel drive trucks, mini rods, modified super stock diesel 4x4, super stock open, which is our silver bullet tractor, and then our limited pro stock tractors on Thursday night. Friday at 6 o'clock, we got light supers, pro stocks, semis, super farm, super stock diesels, 2-wheel drives, and limiteds. And then Saturday at noon, you have session 3. You got 4-wheel drives, minis, modified, super farm, super stock diesel, 4-wheel drive trucks. And then Saturday night, you have at 6 o'clock, light supers, pro stocks, semi, super stock diesel, super stock open, 2-wheel drive, and unlimited. So that's a hell of a lineup there, Bruce and Charles. So
yeah, not much going on there.
We're looking forward to it. Nope. It should be a boring night.
I've never thought about any of these classes ever before in my life. I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
So, Bruce, what do we want to wrap up in Rockwell before I got Ron waiting to come on to talk about Rock Valley? What do you want to? We talked. Is camping full?
No, camping. We still have a few spots left. They are moving fast. God damn it! I had this number committed to memory, and I don't.
I got it right here. Danielle Nelson. Right.
515-320. Yeah.
3057.
There we go.
I'm gonna put it in the comments right here. Brad just commented on there as well. So if anybody's looking for camping information,
Perfect.
Danielle Nelson's number is in the comments now. I'm gonna put ticket prices in there as well.
Awesome. She handles all of that.
And the one cool thing about camping there is literally the pits are here, and you're really like right next to the hall. There's a fence.
Yeah,
you're the fence there now, right?
You're right next to everything.
You walk through one gate, and you're literally right in the pits. So,
don't be surprised. Yeah, don't be surprised if you're having breakfast whether you want to or not with Brett Berg. It's that kind of a setup.
Yeah, the pits are right there, and it's wide open. I mean, get in there and get it faithful, man. Get experienced.
There's a whole schedule of events.
Come find us and hang with us.
Yeah.
There's a whole.
I don't bite. I promise.
There's a whole schedule of events at the website. If you just scroll down, talks about when the gates open, 4 p.m. on Thursday. The breakfast 8 to 10:30 a.m. Chambers Acres free will donation. All the information you need is at RockwellLions.com under the Tractor Pull tab. So, and all the sessions are on there, all the classes, different things like that. This is a big boy. So, without a doubt.
This is a very big show for us. This is the biggest show that we've ever done. We've never had this many classes before. So help us make it worth it. Come out, hang with us, come be in the stands. We'll make sure Phil's there. One thing he did ask me to do. On Saturday night, we always honor our veterans. So please, if you're a veteran, come prepared to come out on the track. We'd like to recognize you when the colors are presented. If you've been to the show before, you know what happens. Please come and join us. We'd like to honor you for all the sacrifices that you've made.
Yeah,
So.
and Phil is a veteran.
Yeah, we can't wait.
And Phil,
it's
showtime.
watching,
Phil is a veteran himself. If you're watching, if you want to do that part of the show Saturday night, I mean,
he's planning on it.
You turned on the waterworks for me last year doing that. Please do that again. That was awesome. I want you to do that.
It's RockwellIALions.com. There you go. I just put it up there, but I posted the correct link into the comments on there. So I didn't see the little IA. I apologize there, Brad. So,
hey, Brent, what do you think? Do you think there might be any machinery debuts? You probably have your ear to the Wisconsin grindstone or ground better than any of the rest of us. What are you hearing? And you don't have to give it away if you don't want to, but thumbs up, thumbs down.
Maybe.
He has no idea what we're talking about, does he?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, then it'll be a surprise for you, won't it?
Might be, yeah. I might know what you're talking. I don't know.
If he's not sure, you will get a message before this show is over. So
I know who won't be there, and I want to kick him right in the pants.
Paul?
Paul? Are you mad at Paul, Charles?
No. No. It's some guy from Indiana.
Is it Adam Wilson?
No.
Okay.
No, he's a puller, and he's got a brand new rig, and he's going to his hometown show, and yeah.
Does he own a business?
Yeah, that guy. He owns a handful of them, yes.
I'll bust him. Screw you, Dusty. Price.
That's right.
Just call him out, Charles. Just call him out.
Is this the ultimate call-out challenge?
Yes, it is.
As you can see, I added a couple squares there to our thing. We have Ron Stone down there in the bottom square. Bottom left square, we have Kurt Koima, and we're talking Rock Valley now. So we're going to move the rocks. And we promise, guys, we're not going to ask you why Rockwell and Rock Valley has to be on the same weekend. We're not going to talk about it because none of us, we don't get to make those decisions. We're not big deals like you guys. So, guys, it's pool week in Rock Valley, Iowa. We just talked about Rockwell. How are things going out there, guys?
Kurt?
Oh, progress. It's we got a little rain tonight, which is good. Lacking on the rain category out here, so I guess won't have to add as much water to the track, hopefully, but it's coming together nice. Get to be a machine. It don't take long. A lot of volunteers get it ready to go, so everybody knows what they got to do and know their role. So,
yeah, I was just checking the Rock, or not the Rock, but the Outlaw app here just a few minutes ago, and just pre-sign up on the app, we've got 80 hooks Friday night already, so that's really good as far as the app goes, because a lot of guys still aren't using that. So looks like it's going to be another big weekend in Rock Valley this weekend.
I don't think it's going to surprise me if we hit 400 hooks again.
It's Friday, Saturday. It's one session Friday night, 2 on
400 last year.
What's that?
He asked if we had 400.
I was going to ask, did you guys hit 400 last year?
440 maybe.
Wow.
443 or something. I don't remember what the exact count was, but it's right there, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was
insane.
Yeah, there was a lot. And we were moving. We were moving right along. So, yeah, 80 hooks already signed up, and it's only Monday. So, yeah, you could guarantee we'll be well over 100 by Friday night when the green flag drops. So, we're jacked here. We're taking off Wednesday morning. Kurt, we'll be up there Wednesday afternoon just to get things ready to go for Friday night and the weekend. So it'll be a big broadcast too with Outlaw pulling TV. We'll have multiple cameras set up and a lot of new things going on there as well. So it's going to be a big weekend in Rock Valley.
I think we'll see a lot of pullers coming early for the
banquet.
Banquet on Thursday.
Yeah,
night. That'll be kind of
the Outlaw banquet. For those who don't know, we weren't able to have that back in November. We normally have that in November before Thanksgiving, and with COVID restrictions, we were limited in how many people we could have, and we moved that from Nebraska to Iowa. Then, boom! Within a day or two, Iowa came down with pretty much the same restrictions. We were looking to move it to Missouri. At that point, we're just
sorry, Ron.
What's that?
I said sorry on behalf of the city of Des Moines. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it happens.
I was psyched too because that was literally 5 minutes. You don't understand how close that was from my house. I mean, that was like 5 minutes away. I was so looking forward to that.
Yeah, that would have been nice for you, man. And we talked about moving to Missouri, and it was like, let's just wait because that other shoe might drop again. So this is kind of our makeup banquet we're having. We just want to make sure we recognize, all our winners, our points champions, our rookies of the year, our mechanics of the year, our sponsors of the year, things like that, the pulls of the year. And we just want to make sure that those folks get their due and we show some appreciation and show them some love here from the 2020 season. So we're going to do that Thursday night in Rock Valley.
Where did Roos go? He was talking smack and he left right away. Is that what he does, Charles? He gets in, then he gets out, or what?
You got the hook.
I guess that's him. Surprise attack.
No, there he is. He's back. I got worried about that. So
where's Leroy tonight?
I'm not sure. I think he's
meeting first Monday of the month.
Oh, that's right. He's like the president of his town.
It's a holiday weekend. No excuse.
So, Big Riot, you were drinking. Looked like you were drinking out of a flask there a minute ago. Did I see that wrong? No.
I am, however, repping ECI tonight.
Gotcha.
Bruce,
for a moment, it looked like a flask, and you really turned it up there for a little bit. So,
nah, I don't carry a flask very often. Only on Shipshawana, Gordyville days.
Only when you're hanging out with Schultz.
Don't blame his drinking problems on me. I have enough of my own problems.
Yes, that's right.
Well, Kurt, Ron, can you guys take us through the lineups for Friday and the start times and Saturday? Kind of go through each session for us.
I've got the lineup here on the app. Now, Kurt, I don't have them divided per sled, per track, but
I don't think we need to get that specific tonight. I mean, unless you guys want to.
Classes we're looking at on Friday night are super modified 2-wheel drive, modified 4-wheel drive, pro stock 4x4s, and the modified, the naturally aspirated 2-wheel drives, diesel supers, light limited pros, pro stocks, super farm, unlimited super stock, and 7,400 modified tractors is what we have on tap for Friday night.
Sounds right.
Texas, second place.
6:30 start time for Friday night.
It's 6:30.
6:30, yeah.
Okay.
6:30, 12:30, and 6.
We've got that down as 6 on the app. So.
Maybe I'm not 100% right on that.
I'm at rockvalleypool.com, and it says Friday 6:30, Saturday 12:30, and Saturday 6 p.m. That's what the website says. So
that should be right then.
Okay. We have a couple apps changes to make on the app then, because Saturday we have it at noon. So we'll get that corrected.
But I'm just reading the website, guys. Don't.
Sure.
So I'll get that up in the comments right now. So
That must have been from that video you're showing right now. That must have been from Saturday night, right?
yeah, I'm on. Well, obviously I'm on outlawpulling.tv right now because that's on the screen, and I'm replaying some of Saturday night. Yep.
There's Big Tiger. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen him out this summer yet, so maybe we'll see him this weekend at Rock Valley. Jason, when are you planning on being there?
Thursday night. I'll be out there. My goal is to be there by 5:00 on Thursday night. So
You'll be at the banquet?
Yep.
Good deal. Good deal. So the tractor, what's the word on your tractor?
The tractor will not be in Rock Valley unless you guys just want me to roll it out there and put it on display. But I'm sick of putting that thing on display. I want it to make noises. So it's going to stay here, and Tony's going to be working on it. So parts are here. We're working on it. So they came in Saturday. So
why don't you teach Taylor how to drive his?
I'm not going to. That's Taylor's tractor, and Taylor knows how to drive it well. He won in Manila, so I'm not going to. And that's his hometown pull. But I do want to drive Taylor's tractor. We're going to do him and I are going to switch this summer, and he's driving his, and I'm driving his, and he's driving mine. So.
I thought you said you didn't want anything to do with the diesel super.
I don't ever want to own one ever again, but I want to drive one once. So I've driven his tractor one time, and I burnt 6 pistons, but I went 325 feet, and it's pretty neat watching 2 stacks and the smoke starting to do this. So all I'm gonna say.
That white billowy smoke.
Could you count off when each one of the pistons burned?
I think it happened at the end, Roos, is what Max Simpson told me. So, so diesel supers are fun to watch. They're not fun to own. So I always have everybody. I love it. I love every diesel super puller out there. You have a different tolerance from pain than I do, and the checkbook and your mental capabilities.
I would say the mental is huge.
Yep.
If you like wrenching, diesel supers is where it's at. If you want to turn wrenches, diesel supers is what you need.
And hate money.
And hate money, yes.
And just in case anybody's wondering, they don't generally offer discounts for quantities of turbos. You pay the same price times the number of turbos. Don't get any crazy ideas.
They're not cheaper by the dozen.
I don't have any, but I hate money.
That's what my wife says to me often, guys. I hate money. So
yeah, there should be some kind of bulk discount, you would think, on a turbocharger, but
well, you would sure think as many times as you have to, we'll say, play with them.
Hey, Ron, Kurt, guys, tell me, every great pull has its quote unquote thing, whether it's the ambiance or the layout. I mean, Wisner's got the layout. Nobody's got a staging area quite like Wisner. What's Rock Valley's claim to fame? Is there something at the concession stand that shows up every year that just everybody loves a pork chop on a stick, or is it the ambiance, or what is it?
I'll pass that one on to Kurt. Let him answer that one.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say that, Ron.
Well,
we've done the steak feed for a few years, but we're taking this year off once again. That's what we fed the pullers a terrific ribeye sandwich. But since that's not going right now, I don't know what the claim to fame would be.
Well, the Rock Award has, everybody wants that Rock Award that comes, the best overall finish in 2 sessions there. Everybody hooks twice, 2 sessions at Rock Valley, and, Wisner has the lightning bolt. But that's some hardware every puller there wants to pick up, because they want to get that Rock Award, and take it home. So I would say that's one of them as well, Kurt, is that they want to get that piece of hardware and say that they did that in Rock Valley, and not every puller is ever going to get to do that. So
I guess one of the biggest things we hear from the fans is getting them out of there on time. I guess that's, we hang our hat on that. That
the biggest claim to fame that you have is that the show ends when it's supposed to. Wait, I don't get that. Sorry, I'm giving you a hard time, but no, I've been to that show at least twice, maybe 3 times, and it's consistently one of my favorite shows. Last year with it being the year that it was, there were people who I never in a million years expected to, roll in. And with almost zero exception, they all had amazing things to say about the way that the show ran, the crowd, the facility, the whole works. So you guys are doing a lot of things right.
Kurt, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we have 174 hooks on Friday night there last year?
Yes,
I think it was 174, right. And we were done at 10:30, if I'm not mistaken. And
let's move through them.
We were rocking,
and that was after at least one exhibition pass by Mr. Colin Ross.
Correct.
That might have been the poll. That was the poll of the weekend.
Yes, I would agree.
The crowd there at Rock Valley is just, there's so many people there. And, when that first green flag drops, it's electric. It's in the air there. I love being there for that event. And from the first green flag to the last one, man, it's just excitement. It's an awesome place to have a tractor pull. And the feeling there is pretty awesome. So, I'm definitely looking forward to going back this year, and as I have from my first one I went to, back in the 17 or 18 when I went up there. So a lot of people there, a lot of good people, and excitement's in the air from start to finish. So,
what do you think the fan favorite class is?
Kurt may say Super Farm.
I'm going to say Super Farm. There's a section that sits at 300 to 350 feet, and they like to drink a little, and then they like to tear a little.
I think I remember them because I think I made a few of them mad last year. I stood in their way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They love the smoke.
Is that what it is? It's the smoke classes do the best there.
Yeah. Well, and the alcohols too, but if you talk about a fan favorite tractor over the years, it'd probably be the old Stray Horse tractor. Back in the 04, 05, 06, when some of the passes he laid down, I think he sheared his flywheel off the crank one year and won by 40 feet. Yep.
That was back before the sheet metal swap.
Yep. That was the old that was Randy Hinton era.
Okay.
He's made some monster passes with Stray Horse over the years. It's been that tractor. It's like I think of the Bone Twister and your Colin Ross type tractors. That's what the Stray Horse was. So.
Oh yeah, back in the day it was. Yeah. Randy
that's one of our admins. So.
Yeah, who is that there commenting?
It's one of our admins. I'm not sure who it is. So. One of our admins that lives 10 and a half hours to get there.
Wow. So. Yeah, that was a good show last year. And in a COVID year, for the promoters that went ahead last year,
oh yeah,
the guys at Rock Valley and our other promoters, that went ahead and rolled the dice last year. Kudos to everybody that rolled the dice during COVID. And we had a good season. And of course, Rock Valley, we had a great crowd there. People were ready to get out. I'm sure people are just chomping at the bit now. So we may have standing room only this year. Of course, that's what you want to see. But we very well may have this year with the show that we had last year. It very well could be. So,
hey, if you do, Ron, I want you to just point them east and send them my way. Because we'll try and give them as good a show as you guys will too.
Brian Thurston from Thurston Pulling Photos did that one there. Yeah. No, that's what the picture that I used to promote our show tonight shows that these two shows are only 3.5 hours apart. So if you want to see your favorites, there's enough sessions that you can do both. And I know that, we talked about it before the show started. You got your true NTPA loyalists and you got your outlaw loyalists. But for the pulling fan that wants to see some different hooks, and you can see a lot of different stuff, you can sit down with the schedules and you can make both promoters very happy. And you're going to see amazing shows no matter where you go. It's kind of on your preference of what you want to see.
Agreed.
So that's what we're trying to do, is put the light on both these gigantic events that are 3.5 hours apart in the great state of Iowa this weekend. So
I'm not going to lie. I got a message today from a guy who is about as hardcore outlaw as one can possibly get, saying, so I'm going to come out to Rockwell for the NTPA show on Friday night, and then I'm going back to Rock Valley for the Saturday shows. What can I expect? So pulling fans, if you're anywhere within a 5.5, 6 hour drive, come out and see us. You got two of the best shows in the country happening in Iowa this weekend. Take your pick. Either one of them will not disappoint. I guarantee it.
Yeah, just the amount of
100%
iron.
agreed.
Yeah. Just the amount of iron that could be in the state is pretty amazing. The combined between the two pulls is
no
wild.
kidding. There's a lot of inventory out here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and if you're like me and it's a little too far away, I'm going to have 2 screens going. So I'm going to be watching 4 tracks at once. If you can't be there, get on and get the live streams. Get your friends together. You're literally going to see a majority of the top iron in the state of Iowa this weekend.
There will be a quiz, Paul, next week.
I will do my best.
And we will be looking for a selfie at about 10 o'clock after you've watched 4 tracks on 2 different screens side by side. We figure your eyes will be, like the opposite of crossed.
This is not really going to be a problem.
I figured, but we want to see it because we want to make a meme about it.
Oh, all right.
Paul, if you need some gas money to come visit us this weekend, I can Venmo you some money, buddy. So.
Well, the problem is that there's a reason Paul took the weekend off, is because this is one of the only weekends this summer that Paul's going to have off.
Yeah.
So it's getting ready to kick up really hard this week. So, yeah, I needed a little downtime, a little recharging. But just because I'm not going to be at the polls doesn't mean I'm not going to be watching the polls.
Kurt, TPA kick up pretty hard over the next few weeks.
Yes, it does.
I thought so.
Yeah, it's getting ready to kick pretty hard, I think, for everyone in the bowling world. It's 4th of July weekend. That was my last weekend off till Labor Day, and
yes,
we're going to be hitting it hard, and every weekend and weeknights in between and weekdays in between as well. So
yes,
it's getting ready to get crazy.
It's go time now. It's absolutely go time now. So
yep.
That's why I think, like with the 4th of July weekend, I think everybody knows that. I don't know, that just kind of, it's official now. July is here, July fair season, if you will, in the Midwest, and it's every weekend's booked. So.
Yep. And a lot of the weeks too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kurt, over the years, do you know any attendance numbers like on a Friday or Saturday night? I forgot to ask Tim that at Rockwell. Like, what would be standing room only for you guys, Kurt? Do you have any idea what the numbers look like for Rock Valley? Or Ryan, do you know for Rockwell?
I think we could seat 66 to 6,500.
Okay.
And then after that, they would be standing.
And I think we were somewhere in the neighborhood of, if I remember right, Tim told me last year, which was when we had to have extra, social distancing space. We brought in extra bleachers, and I think we had enough seating, by the way we figured it, for like 5,000. But that was with the social distance, limits and recommendations in play. So I think we're probably about equal, Kurt. I think 6,500 sounds about right.
I got to say, one of the bigger crowds I've ever seen, though, is we had the tractor in White Wright, Texas last weekend, and on Saturday night. I don't know if it was true or not, but they turned people away.
I heard about that. I saw a video of White Right. Oh my goodness, that looks like so much fun.
They have like 450 feet of seating. It's
wow,
and it's the same from the starting line to the 450 feet mark, and they were full top to bottom.
Yeah, just the Friday night crowd alone, Kurt, was pretty amazing. What I seen on, I was in Manila last week, so I didn't go to White Ride, but we watched the live stream on Outlaw TV on Friday, and I was pretty amazed by the Friday night crowd they had there.
But yeah, a lot of people think White Ride's out in the sticks, but it's only 40 minutes from Dallas. So
Yeah.
I mean, they got access at how many people?
Sure. Yeah.
Couple million.
yeah. Charles, you would have flipped. The photographer in you would have flipped. There was probably a 20-foot median, grass median, in the middle of those two tracks.
Bring it.
It was the coolest setup, and I would give anything to shoot that pole. Someday I will go down there and I will shoot that pole.
Well, when they put the 4-1s in,
Bingo.
I'll drag you along with me. So.
Do I know a guy? I think I know
Yeah.
a guy.
I will bring up that. No, that's Manila. Kurt, sponsor-wise, I mean, I know we're going to hear them all this weekend, but anybody you want to touch on, or anybody you want to thank, or the people? Is it kind of a big club, Kurt, or like?
Yeah, it's a good size club. We're raising money this year. The town is doing a new pool, so the 50-50 raffle is going there. We have a Saturday morning breakfast that is just a free will donation thing, and that's going to the pool. I think this pool is going to be like $4 million or something. So they're trying to generate money for that. But other than that, yeah, it's the people are, the amount of volunteers is tremendous. And our leader, Rich,
who was that? Was that Will Mans?
Yes,
It
that
was.
was Will.
That was.
Will with the photo bomb.
So this is video from, I'm on outlawpolling.tv right now. This is video from White Right, one of the nights, guys. I don't even know which one I clicked on. I'm just trying to hurry up to get it up here because I wanted to show that to you. So
maybe that's
Friday
a little
night,
bit bigger than a 20-foot median. That's probably 40-foot wide.
That used to all be track. That was track not too many years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah, they had 2 tracks. There's enough room there to run 3 skids.
Wow. Please don't do it. Please leave that green space there, and give us photographers some somewhere fun to shoot from.
Oh, I don't think they plan on changing anything. So
good. Now, if you can put that into Rock Valley,
they had
the grass there, right, Ron?
What's that?
They had the grass there not too long ago. I think I got that picture somewhere. So
At Rock Valley?
yeah, what do you guys put on there, Kurt? Is it sorghum or wheat, or what do you have planted?
Oh, yeah.
Rye grass.
Yeah, I'll find that photo, guys.
I think it just got reshared today. I think it came on my timeline today. So,
yeah, I was busy this morning doing some stuff. So,
the White Ride event did get some news coverage down there too. I'm not sure if that was a Dallas station or what, but they did a little story on the White Ride event down there. So it was pretty awesome to.
Sherman, Texas.
Oh, that photo, man. That's what a track's about.
That's a field of dreams right there.
Yeah, it totally is. That's what Langford, New York, looks like the night before, and what a place to go pulling. If you can make your place look like this the night before, you're gonna have one hell of a pulling track.
Yeah, you've got that all cleared off now.
I don't know if I would. Yeah. 4 round bales.
4, huh?
Yep. I don't know if I would dare to bury all that a week before the pull. You might have a mess.
No.
Yeah,
that's a big
that could
no.
be messy.
that was this picture. I think was
like now. About I don't know.
So, Kurt, I know it's
4 or 5
it's a
inches
few
tall
days
body,
away, but what's what's the weather forecast looking like?
Oh, we got a chance of rain tomorrow, but then they put a 40% chance in for Friday. But we got a 450-foot tarp laying there, so if it ain't raining at pull time, we're going to be able to go.
Okay.
That's what I like to hear.
Whether we'll park people across the road or not, if it is some sort of heavy rain or something, we might keep everybody on the hard surface. So
I'm checking the 10-day forecast right now. I haven't looked at it this week, but usually I'm looking about a week ahead of time. And of course, it changes. There's a couple chances there Friday and Saturday, but that's a long ways off for the weatherman to be predicting out that far yet. So
when their forecast says 40% chance of rain and partly sunny, they have no clue.
Thumb in the air. Yeah. So, Bruce, I guess you're going to. I didn't catch the whole show, but you're going to be at the other rock this weekend.
Yep, I'll be a few hours east of you this year.
Okay.
So, I like what Kurt's saying there. Manila made it happen. Rock Valley will too.
Yeah, Manila did make it happen up there.
They're gonna drink all the beer in Rock Valley.
Rock Valley.
They're gonna drink all the beer in Rock Valley. Is that what you were saying? That's what Manila made happen, I believe, right, Ron?
Yeah, that's what I heard. They set a record in their beer sales in the beer garden there, 11 years, and they sold the most beer they ever have in 2021. So I know as a musician, that's a good indicator of how good your music is, how good your show is when you can sell a lot of beer. It's always a good sign. So we must have had a good show in Manila.
You did have a good show in Manila. I was proud of you guys. At the time, I'm not going to lie. I questioned the decision, but I looked over and I saw that crowd. And even when it was raining, they didn't move.
Nope.
And I thought, you know what? I know why they're going to scrape that track. And, the crowd stuck with you. They hung with you and they drank the beer truck dry. And because of that, they probably funded the entire, training agenda for the volunteer fire department. Yeah. I mean, think about what kind of a difference that makes in somebody's life. I mean, and here in Rock Valley, you're raising money for a new swimming pool. How awesome is that going to be? Moms aren't going to have to, truck their kids 15 miles away or 20 miles away for swimming lessons.
Right.
Those all make very, very tangible differences in the quality of life in small towns. We've done it. We did it in Rockwell. We put in an aquatic center the same way. And, moms don't have to drive up to Mason City with the kids to, get them certified as swimmers. That's a good thing.
And all because of a truck and tractor pull. That's what's even, more
all because
awesome.
We go and blow out eardrums and blow smoke and bring in a bunch of, crazy rednecks.
I wonder what a town like Manila, how many dollars worth of beer they sell in a night like that, a pull like that. Has anybody ever heard?
Jeff Sievertson told me that he ordered 100 extra cases above and beyond what he had in 2019, which is the last year they had it. And I'm pretty darn sure they drank it dry. So, but I don't, as far as what that actually turns out to be in actual dollars, I don't know. But
what do you sell a beer for? $4?
I don't know. I didn't get over there for one. But they did well. They did well, and that crowd was still hanging tough at 1 in the morning.
You knew it was going to be all right.
They hung out longer than I did.
When you seen that big rainbow, have you ever seen a more vivid rainbow in all your life, Ruth?
Never, ever, ever.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, Rock Valley this weekend, guys. I'm stoked. I mean, this is our biggest event, 3 sessions, for the season, and coming off of last year on how it went, and knowing that there's no restrictions and we're wide open, COVID free. I'm beyond excited for this weekend. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell them to tell their friends and their neighbors, and And come on up to Rock Valley, Iowa. We're going to have fun.
So Friday, July 9th, 6:30. Saturday, the 10th at 12:30. And then Saturday, the 10th at 6 p.m. So those are the three at rockvalleypoll.com. I'm going to throw that website in to the comments as well in case people are looking for those. Ron, Kurt, anything else before we let you guys go tonight?
No, look forward to seeing everybody. And yeah, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people to fill both polls in the state of Iowa this weekend. So.
Yep.
Kurt, you got the hot tune in the tractor or what?
Oh, it's the hometown jinx, Rue. So I came unhooked from the skid in front of the hometown crowd one time.
Yeah,
but we hope so.
Want to remind everybody the website, rockvalleypoll.com, outlawpulling.com. And of course, if you can't make it, go to outlawpulling.tv. You can watch every single hook live right there along with the crowd. So be a great weekend. Looking forward to it, guys.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Kurt. We'll see you guys Thursday.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys. Good luck.
Good
luck, guys.
Well, gentlemen, Charles, what did you do this past weekend?
I got lucky that through rain and COVID reasons that Thumb Tractor Pulling Association didn't have their points opener until this weekend. So we were up in Port Hope and ran that. And what a show we had. It's a nowhere town, right? Just there's nothing there. But it feels like the whole county comes out for this deal. And they get involved, they get behind it, they're engaged with what's going on. As an announcer, you love a crowd that will interact with you, and they do. And it's really special to see that kind of thing happen. Kicked off their season. We had elevated purse for a jackpot style deal for a super farm, and had 8 of them come out. Nick Capozzo wound up winning it. He took the scenic tour down the track and still went 371 feet. And if he would have went straight, it would have been 400 all day. Some modifieds. We've got a thing where you limited mod and light limited super stock as a combo class, and it works. And the limit we put on the modifieds is that they're 6,000 pounds and 871 supercharger, standard helix, and no Hemi, big block Chevy only. And it works. The class, we had Jim Martell, who had the old, what was the light unlimited Simon Says Show No Mercy with a single blown single blown Chevy. He went 338. The old Kraus tractor that had Russian turbines on it was in there with a blown big block Chevy, was right there as well. We had a light limited super alcohol tractor, went 336, and Martell's his orange tractor that he built, banter style, with a Chevy and 24.5 tires instead of 30.5s. He was right in there too. So all these guys, they're stacking them up, and it's cool to see. I don't think there's anywhere else where this is going on. Super stock truck was awesome because if you're a Chevrolet fan, we had body styles from the 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, nothing from the double O's, and then at 20 teens, all Chevy trucks running in the class and stacked up. If you're looking for a place where 470 Chevy super stock trucks go to play, come to Thumb, because we got something to show you. And the next thing that would happen was on Saturday, we had antiques and farm stocks, and my son got to go pulling for the first time.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's him on an Alice WD-45 that I'd have to check with Evan Booms if this is correct, but I've driven this tractor before. And Evan came up and offered it to me, and I said, no, I've been there. I've done that. Let's get him in the seat. He's done so much in this sport. He's ridden in the sleds. He's been behind the scenes making an event happen with shuttle and paperwork and checking stuff down and whatever it takes to make an event go on. The only thing he hasn't done now after this past weekend is announce a show, and the interest is there. He didn't do it this past weekend, but I think the interest is there, and so I can't believe how much he's grown as a young man, and just getting involved and making stuff happen. And thanks to Evan Booms for making this deal a reality. Evan works for Diamond Piston here locally. Diamond Piston Trend Performance, that's a local place that puts people to work. And with all this stuff going on, you know, these are people who make their living doing what we love to do. And with all the, you know, we talked about it. I talked about it on the show a couple weeks ago, the EPA bullshit. It affects guys like Evan who can make this sort of a dream come true. And their family are the ones who raised the purse for Super Farm this weekend to be able to pay and have that extra for that class. So you gotta pay attention to what's going on. You gotta pay attention to the RPM Act and what's happening, because I live in Motor City. You know, it affects us. This is real, and it's taken away livelihood for people here in this city, and frankly, tangentially, screws with me too. I'm not happy about it.
No, it's all connected, Charles, one way or the other, all the way through. From people who have no idea how the domino effect, is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
How the chips fall. So
yeah.
For you, sir, so obviously Rockwell, you're gonna head out there with your gang of hooligans, right?
Yeah, so something I've never done before. I've never done like the vlog thing, because this will sound crazy, but I'm a shy guy. I really am. I don't like being on camera. Jason, when you offered to have me come on this program, I knew I had to do it because I had to step outside my comfort zone and do this. I invested in a GoPro. It'll be here tomorrow. I videoed some stuff today getting ready to go to Rockwell, and what it is and what it takes to be an announcer at an event like this, what I put into it. And I want people to understand that and appreciate that, and sort of get that view behind the curtain, so to speak. It's uncomfortable for me to do it, but I know that's something I need to do to grow and be better at doing this. And yeah, I'm pumped to get out of here and go to Iowa, but I can't leave until Thursday morning. But in the meantime, there's a lot of work that goes into what's going to happen, and I've been at it all day today. And Darren and Chris, they've been working at it prior to this as well, and sharing with me their research and back and forth. So it's going to be cool.
I love it. And we're honored to have you on here, Charles. You're one of my favorite announcers to listen to. I love the passion and the research that you put into it and the knowledge of the sport. It's the pullers deserve to have their story told. And that's one of my favorite things about listening to you announce. So
yeah, that's what I want to bring is the historical piece and the true story of what they're doing.
love it.
And
Love it,
and
love
the
it.
dead ringer for Alan Washburn.
That's such an awesome. It's a happy accident that I sound like him, and I didn't realize it or know it. And the guy who tipped me off was Steve Francis. I was at Wasion probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I was sitting in his pit area chatting with his wife, and he comes around the collar and he goes, "Wait a minute. You're standing here? I thought that was you on the mic." And no, it wasn't me. It was Alan. And you know what? Alan's awesome. I love that I sound like him. It's not on purpose. But what a dude, what a guy to follow. Just huge.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I've been paying more attention to it now since Lisa from ProFab mentioned it. Oh gosh, I think it was last year. She said, "I swear to God, they had Alan announcing our class on Saturday," and I'm like, "No, that was
Yeah.
Charles." She's like, "No way." So now I've been paying more attention, and they're right.
That's
phenomenal. For it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Alan's a rock star, and just that's so cool. He's so good, and just to follow in his footsteps, I get goosebumps about that. That's really cool.
That's awesome.
Are you headed out? Are you bringing Darren out? Are you guys carpooling together? Are you riding separate or what?
Separate. He's gonna camp out, and I'm gonna crash with you. And
Cool.
but we're gonna. We've been talking a lot, and we're gonna rock this deal.
Cool. I'll bring the bourbon this year. You don't have to bring Eagle Rare.
Hell yeah,
I'll
dude.
bring something fun this year.
Game on.
So
Cool. All right, Brent, you're in the big square. What'd you do last weekend? Where are you going next?
Last weekend, just kind of took it easy. I was on call, so I couldn't really venture out very far. So Friday night, went to the local racetrack where I'd go and shoot there. Did some pictures there. Still haven't gotten it posted because dirt track racing, you take a lot more than with pulling, so it's a lot more to siphon through.
speak for yourself.
What was that?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. So did that on Friday, and then Saturday was going to go to Eitzen. Just something made me decide just to relax and just go and enjoy another dirt track race just as a spectator. So I went to a different local racetrack of mine, went there, and then that was really it for this weekend. But obviously this weekend's a big weekend for me. Not only is Rockwell, but then WTPA's got 2 hooks this weekend, and I'm also going to go to so starting Wednesday I'll go to Jefferson for the Badger State show there. I believe that's their county fair, and that kicks off their county fair, I believe, Wednesday night. So I'll be going down there. Then Thursday I'll be down in Rockwell. Then come back Friday to go to Lancaster. That's a WTPA and Region 3 show. So they have 7 classes. The region classes are Super Farm, Light Pros, Limited Pros. Then they have WTPA, Light Limited Super Stocks, 2-wheel drives, and 2.6 diesel trucks. And then they have a Pro Farm exhibition. The Pro Farm is like the UPM style Pro Farm, which is technically like Badger State Hot Farm. So it's a 466 Hot Farm class. And then, so that, I guess I'll just rattle off it. Start time, I believe, is 7 o'clock there. Let's see if I can pull up their event poster. I just saw it. So 7 p.m. on Friday. It's at Lancaster, so it's at the Grant County Fairgrounds. Admission is $15 for ages 11 and up. 10 and under are free with those 7 classes. So that should be a good show. I'm hoping some of the Badger State Light Pros will come. Colin is defending his almost back-to-back winning streak at Toma. So moving forward from there, Saturday afternoon, if things work out, I'll go to Rockwell for the afternoon session, or part of it anyways. Like to see as much as I can of Rockwell. while I can be there. And then I have to go up to River Falls. It's another Region 3 and WTPA show. The classes there, see if I can remember them. Region classes are limited pro stocks, 4-wheel drive trucks, super stock diesel trucks, and then state WTPA light pro stocks, super farm, light limited super stocks, 2.6 diesel trucks, super stock trucks, and invitational pro farm, like UPM pro farm tractors. And they did drop light super stocks with it overlapping with Rockwell, and just not a lot of tractors being out this year as there's a lot going under some major work and people still waiting on parts. So
what I like, Brent, about that is that they weren't like selfish. Like, I feel like there's sometimes a promoter should just say, you know what, this isn't meant to be for this class this year. And, you know, there's only so many top level, you know, light supers in the country. Let's be very honest. And yeah, I'm just super proud of them, whoever made that decision. If Pickler's put his foot down or whatever, but
yeah, Chris got a hold. I don't know exactly who he talked to from. They have a board, but yeah, he got a hold of them and just said, "Look, you know, there's not that many tractors out this year. Some of us would like to make it to Rockwell. I mean, you're going to be paying $1,500 out just for a few tractors to show up. You're not really going to put on a show.
Yep.
Why don't you just wait till next year when more tractors are together and we can put on a better show for you guys next
That's the most fair to the promoter too, because as a promoter, you book classes based upon estimated numbers. You want to fill that 3.5 hour window, and you're counting on 10 to 12 light supers. You know, otherwise you're not going to pay that purse. So kudos for just being realistic and a goofy year with parts as we're waiting for everything.
But I mean, there's still going to be plenty of pulling. They got 9 classes. I mean, the super stock trucks, this is their first year with WTPA as an actual points class. It'd been a WTPA class for a number of years. They just never had. You need to have 3 hooks to become have a points fund for the class, and so Shannon Nelson kind of pushed to get them. He's friends with a lot of them, and so there should be good numbers in that class. I know like Jim Falls usually gets 15 to 20 of them when they have them every year, so kind of expecting that around that 15 of them, and then with the pro farms, expecting another 10, 15 of those guys. So I mean, that's River Falls is a 2-track show. That one I believe starts at 6 o'clock. Gates open at 5. They have a band, I believe that's beforehand. And then ticket prices are $15 for adults, kids 3 to 12 are $5, and then under 3 is free. Military, if you show your ID at the door or at the gate, it's free for any military active. I don't know if it's active or like veterans. And then after 9:30 p.m., the ticket prices do drop $10, and they might have live music afterwards as well. I'm not exactly sure, but I know beforehand they do have a band, and then they do have 9 classes, and they might have something following the WTPA show as well. So there's going to be a lot of pulling. So if you're in Western Wisconsin, you know, Eastern Minnesota, definitely check that out. It's going to be one of the bigger shows for the Wisconsin tractor pullers this year, and they have a pretty good track. They have a lot of parking. That's a standalone pulling track that's by Total Excavating. That's Kuzlik's, I believe it's Kuzlik that own that, and it's like right by the construction site. So all the haulers park right in the construction site, or like where they store all their equipment and everything. So it's a pretty neat little vicinity. And forget the highway. It's right off of highway, whatever one goes through River Falls to Hudson. That's not 94, or 94. So
good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Information for that, you can go on the WTPA's Facebook page or website. We have everything pretty much linked to go to their actual Facebook pages. So Full Throttle Events is for Lancaster, and Smoking Thunder by the Kinney is River Falls Facebook page. So all that information is on both of those, and you can find the event pages as well. Any questions, just shoot one of the pages a message, and they'll get back to you.
Nice. Bruce, what'd you do last weekend?
I bought a brisket for Brad.
and I am such a good guy that I drove it all the way down to Burlington Junction, Missouri. And I figured since I was going to Burlington Junction, I ought to bring my camera. And I did, and I was glad I did. It was a good show. There were, oh, good Lord, I don't know how many classes, 13, something like that. Somebody who was there can probably comment, but it ran late enough that I wasn't even there for the whole show. You know, I have kind of a rule that if I'm going home and I'm 2+ hours away, I'd better be leaving by between midnight and 1. And I think I left at about 1:45. I don't think I rolled in until about 3. Scared the bejeebers out of my wife when I walked in the door at 3, and scared the crap out of the cats. But, you know, it is what it is. Had a good time. It was another one of those kind of hometown shows where it's, you know, the entire town shows up. You're going to rob a bank in Burlington Junction. That was the night to do it because there ain't nobody anywhere, you know, except for the track. It was good. We had, I was really impressed with the track. They had to have run, I'll bet I saw 100 hooks go down that track, and it never developed a hole. It never developed a soft spot. The track never went away. It was flat as a pancake the entire night. I think you probably could have put a full class of PPL Pro Stocks down that track, and it would have held up just fine. Because they ran a bunch of, I think they ran, I don't know, 8 or 9 4-1s down it, and then immediately turned around and ran 2.6 trucks down the track. And normally that's, you know, like kiss of death, and the 2.6 trucks are going to break all of them because 4-1s tore up the track. Not this time. There wasn't a single 2.6 truck that broke. You know, that track held together like nothing I've ever seen before. It was legitimately very impressive.
I caught the 4-1. Somebody streamed them live on Facebook. John Holloman, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was John Holloman. I was live for a little bit of it, but not on 4-1s.
Yep, I saw you down there, and then I've talked to some pullers that have pulled down there, and that track looked mean, and it's a good track in the past too. Tony McDonald confirmed that tonight as well.
Oh yeah, that I think John and Christy, if you're listening, give that track some consideration. Just that's all I'm saying. Talk to Clint. It would be worth looking at, or at least worth looking at some videos. But I think that would make a terrific Western Series event.
It's a cool venue too. So
yeah,
with all the trees and stuff.
Yeah, it is. So let's see what else happened. I did see Brian Scott on Friday night. Came up, gave him a big hug, told him Beer Money Nation loves him. We're praying for him. You know, we're thinking of him, and if there's anything we can do to let us know. And his comment to me was, "It's hard, but we're going to be okay." So, and I know we haven't talked about that, you know, not on air or not live, but we did back during Shipshawana. For those of you who remember me prior to Shipshawana, I had a great big long beard, or longer, for all those of you who have majestic beards and say I'm a poser. I did have a pretty good beard going. And I told Misty Lustig that we would shave it at half track or on camera on Saturday night if she could raise $5,000 to give to Brian and Megan Scott, because Megan was fighting cancer. And instead of raising $5,000, you, the pulling community, my friends and my loved ones, you threw down in the biggest way I've ever seen. We lost count after 10. And Charles donated his beard, and I donated mine, and we raised 10, 12, 15. I have honestly, I have no idea how much we raised, but it sent a powerful message to the Scott family at a time where they needed it most. Well, that's interesting. Zelik, that sucks. Oh, no.
Well, I hope the air conditioner still works.
Yeah. Hey, for those of you who are anywhere near Brownstown, Indiana, if you wouldn't mind and you can, shoot Jason a message. We have, well, y'all know Red Ryan with the red hair, Ryan Zelik. He is, he's not far away. He has a broke down truck and he needs your help. Somebody please holler and go save him.
Hey, Bruce, you weren't in here before we started this. He's actually, he's at Mears' place.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, that's even worse. Get there quickly.
He's staying with some pretty good people. If I was him, I'd get Leslie out and I would play microphone. I'd be like, I'd get monster trucks and jump around the living room and stuff. So it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome.
So yeah, anyway, Burlington Junction was a terrific hometown show. It is not to be missed. If you are a pulling fan in Northwest Missouri and you missed it, shame on you. Don't do it again. This is their 43rd year in a row of having that show. I think they've had some rain delays and breakdowns and, that kind of deal. But 43 years, that's a long time. So,
and then, obviously, when are you heading to the big Rockwell Lion show?
I'm going to stick around the office till probably noon on Thursday, and then I'm jumping in the car, and that's the last they're going to see of me for the weekend. And I have one of our guys, Matt Karstens, one of my coworkers, is going to go to Lancaster and hand out trophies because we are one of the presenting sponsors for Jeff's show.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So that should be lots of fun. And Matt sort of knows what he's in for, but sort of not. And so I'm really hoping that the crowd shows up and that he and his wife and his daughter get to see a huge show. And Colin, when you see him, because I know you're watching, I want you to grab his little girl and I want you to put her up in the seat and let mom and dad take a picture, and then put Matt in the seat and make him make tractor noises and get him on video, please.
And get him on video.
Thanks, buddy. Love you long time.
Paul Romack. So Leslie is playing monster trucks with Zolik right now. So I just want to confirm that. So.
Nice. Well, I kind of took the weekend off, but not before getting tractor back together. So we've had 3 passes on the new ride, and we decided it was time for some big changes. So got some parts. And
it's a pro stock now?
No, yeah, I wish. So we got everything back together Friday, fired it up, and then I basically took off for the weekend to a cabin in southern Illinois. Not before delivering an engine block to Mr. Rodney Schnichter, but yeah, that did that. But basically, because everything's going to get real hectic real quick around here, so we have hook Wednesday night. First time in the seat for this guy on the new ride, so nice. We'll see how that goes. It's Fisher, Illinois. It's an ITPA hook. Fisher has a community fair, and this, I guess the promoters would be the Kessler family as far as the pull. Kurt and Jacob, they run the night shift super. They had a new tractor built, I think it was 2019 when they brought it out. And they were actually, before that, they were running that light super on the old Squealer chassis that the Meese family owned for many, many years. It was an ag style chassis, so they decided to build a new one component, and going all that route. But they put on a good show. They got 6 classes of ITPA hooks. Wednesday night at 6:30, 5,500 classics, 5,800 mods, 6,000 super stock, 6,850 pro farm, 78 pro stock diesel trucks, and the 4 ones will be running there. So looking forward to that. And just to give you an idea, if you went to Rantoul, Illinois, because everyone knows where Rantoul, Illinois is, if you went the opposite way of Gordyville for about 10 miles or so, you're going to be in Fisher. So it's very, very close to the Gordyville area. But then on Friday night, we have the 6850s, our class. I'll be in the seat again, running in Penfield, Illinois, which is just past Gordyville on the same stretch of highway. So they've got a historic farm days there. There's 4 classes. And then ITPA also has Hook on Sunday in Jacksonville, Illinois. And then they also, next Tuesday, they have the Washington County Fair in Nashville, Illinois. So they'll be doing that. A couple other big hooks that are coming up in the area. July 10th in Fairfield, Illinois. The Champions Tour will be there. Super Farms, 2-wheel drives, and the Super Mods. It's kind of down close to the Bunnages, so that's kind of, I would guess you could call it their hometown pull. And then the 16th, Jerseyville. They have 4 1s in the Silver Series, Champions Tour, Light Supers, and 2-wheel drive trucks. So I'm going to be at a lot of those. And whether we've got 2 orange tractors there or 1 orange tractor, or be running around a lot with the 618 guys this summer. But this is just starting to really kick up, and it's going to go into overdrive here towards the end of July, 1st of August. That's what we affectionately refer to as Hell Weeks, especially if you own a diesel super, because there's been a lot of nights where we've got a tractor that's not running or something like that. You get back to the shop, and first thing you do is pull it down. Doesn't matter if it's 10:30, 12 o'clock at night, whatever. And if you can, you make parts. If you need to, you make parts the next morning. You get them back on that afternoon and potentially go hook that night. It's been done before. When you guys talk about the diesel supers, that's the life of a diesel super team. So it's fun.
It's the opposite of a rock star, Paul.
Well, and the one thing about it is it's a tremendous amount of work. 4 chargers, 4 times the trouble, whatever. But we have done in the past. We had a hook where we were running for points, couldn't get off the line in one hook. That was, I believe, a Monday night, or no, it was a Tuesday night. Bumped the sled, went home, grabbed the chargers off. Bernie took them to Shides over in Terre Haute the next morning. We got them back, I believe, the next day at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had to hook that night. Threw them on. We had the chargers. By the time we got the chargers in hand, we were at the shop. The hood was off the tractor. We put them on there. I think we were done in somewhere around 30 minutes, putting the chargers back on, getting them installed, set the hood on it, fired it up, made sure that it ran, took it to a hook, and we went 404 feet for the win. That's the kind of stuff that makes it worth it.
That's next level, man. That's awesome. I love that.
Leroy Schluter can tell you all about it because he was on the mic. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff. And there's days where you can't get it off the line. There's days where you're going to pull it around the track and take it to town. You know, it's feast or famine for sure. But when it lines up, there's nothing better. It makes all the hard work worth it.
Nothing better. That's
just
awesome.
For the record, for those of you in the audience who are listening, were you paying attention when Paul said you make parts?
Yes.
There aren't off the shelf parts for these things.
No.
You make them.
We there's a lot of times we had, and it's a diesel super. You put parts on it, and that part you maybe over-engineered, or you put a little more extra strength to it, change material, and it holds. But then you find the next weakest point. And it's whether it's cross shafts in the rear end, whether it's, the gearbox went to hell and we've got to do something with it, or, you know, the cam hub shears. We have done that and come back so many times the next night, even just to make the hook and make a respectable pass. That's what it is. And we really looking forward to it. We've been doing a lot of data crunching. Bernie's got a new Corsa system on the tractor, and shout out to that and them and Brad Ingram. Shy Diesel has helped us quite a bit. we saw the problem. Bernie was way low on fuel pressure, so we've got that all fixed. The Corsa, it's a sharp setup, and our tractor, we're still in the learning curve parts of it. We are going to hook, I believe. So we've got 3 hooks this week: Saturday or Wednesday, Friday, and then Friday and Saturday. Those 2 are same track but different organizations. We'll throw 350 pounds and make a hook in a different organization. So lots of fun coming up, lots of work coming up, but we're excited. So it's going to be a good summer.
And a lot of people they'll want to pound on that and say, it's cubic dollar racing. No, it's not. You guys like you are being smart about it and understanding what a vehicle's doing and data logging everything so that you can do it on a budget and be smart about it. You can do this on, I'm not going to say it's cheap because that's an unfair terminology because nothing's cheap, but you can do it and make it affordable on some level if you're smart about data logging and understanding what's going on.
Well, and that's, in our instances, there's my brother and mine. We both own the tractor, and first 2 hooks, I said, you drive it. He's the older brother, whatever. I said, you drive it. He said, well, you going to drive the second hook? And I said, no, you're going to drive the second hook because they were back-to-back nights. And he goes, well, why? And I said, because we need to keep as many variables the same as possible so that we can get some baseline data on that. And the first hook, like I said last week, we went there and he drew number 8 matchbook, and we're like, well, we won't be first. Sure shit, nobody drew 1 through 7, so we're first hook out on a brand new tractor. He's like, what should I do? I said, we need data, and we don't know what this thing's going to do. I said, put the son of a bitch in first gear because it was our 1 under. I said, put it in first gear and drive it. I said, unless you go 330 feet, turn the damn hook down. He's like, what? I said, turn it down. What are we going to do that for? I said, because I need some data. I need some passes on this thing. And he did. We chirped the charger. We're way fat on water. I said, screw it. He turned it down, and he come back, and I flipped through the high temps on the data logger, and I said, we're way cold. I said, don't even worry about it. I said, it's a 3,000 RPM tractor. I said, get out there, bend that throttle, hold it till it's 3,000 RPMs for about 3 seconds, and then let it go. And he did. It came out better, and he put another 5 feet on the run, and we still ended up 4th out of 8. But we stayed in the same gear. We stayed in all that. We did the same thing. The next night, he's like, whoa, what are we going to do? And I said, I don't know. Track was wet as hell. Put it in first gear, drive the hell out of it. And he did. And I'm like, we have to keep the variables the same so we know what we're doing. Because we didn't have time to take it to the dyno. Well, that's going to change because I know a guy that knows how to make parts for dynos too. And there is a plate being made that will adapt to an AC 301 engine this week. And we've got a break in the hooks for about 10 days. We're going to the dyno real quick like. So
boy.
It's all about the data. It's fun. This is not a high dollar setup by any means as far as tractor pulling goes. Something to get started with. We've already, like a bunch of idiots, we've already talked about, well, when we get done with this class, where would we go? And I every time we start talking like that, I'm like, let's talk about something else. The weather, the way the grass is growing, I don't give a shit. Let's not talk about more power. But we do it, and it'll probably happen at some point. But right, like I said, it's a sickness, but I don't know that I'd rather have any other sickness.
We are our worst enemies, Paul.
Oh, yeah. And it does not help when you make parts for guys that are doing national level pro stocks. And they're asking you, hey, can you help build this? Yes, I can. I really don't want to know this stuff because I'm afraid that one day it's going to come back and bite me in the ass so hard.
Nope.
I am very fortunate in the fact that I work with some really cool builders that, I mean, I'm on the inside and they're saying, well, let's try this, let's try that. And we do a lot of that stuff, and it's just a blast to do.
Do it, man. Go.
I don't know about any of you, but I've never been happier to be or more content to be a photographer.
True story. But there again,
If I
I
do
do.
have to fight track crews once in a while.
But
Never been happier to be a photographer.
My one thing about it is I do have the inside track because I can make a lot of the parts that I need. So that's what helps. I wouldn't do it on like some of the higher end stuff, but we can do a lot of that stuff ourselves. And if you can do that, you're way up on a lot of guys just because of availability of stuff.
So here, guys, here's the Ryan Zolik weather report. He's hobnobbing with John and Leslie Mears tonight, because I'm sure the truck's working fine. He just wanted to stay, he wanted to do a name drop, don't you think?
He wanted
guys?
to play monster trucks with Leslie calling from the Lazy Boy.
Yeah.
Very, very nice subtle flex, Zelik.
Yeah, nice. Oh, the flex word came out again.
Yeah.
Ryan's plan is, pending the truck to run, he'll return to Wisconsin, and then Jefferson, Wisconsin, Wednesday night, BSTP, Lancaster, Wisconsin, Friday night, and then Edgerton, Wisconsin, Saturday noon for BSTP, and pending a possible trip to Rockwell, Iowa on Thursday. So I tried getting Ryan to sneak down to Oquawka with me, but like he said, that it's one of the few weekends he didn't have to be somewhere, and he spent some time with some family. So speaking of Oquawka, I went down and saw my little buddy Kevin Moore pick up the win in his hometown pole. He beat the hometown jinx.
And he knew it.
Hooker, so.
He knew it too.
And this is, watch him pump his fist as Eric Armison's backing up. Now,
he had the fist pump.
I did photography up in Toma. I did some video. I did video pretty much all night down here. I'm not made to be either one of these people. My ADHD is way too bad. It's a little shaky, I'm not going to lie, but it was funny because Rodney Crum was there, and he didn't have anything with him, nothing. He would just want to watch a pull. So I handed him my camera, and I have a Canon, I think, and he has an Icon or a Nikon, and he was mad because mine twists this way and his twists the other way, but he was giving me crap about that. So.
Nikon people.
Weirdos.
Yeah, weirdos. Mike Dietrich, Portville, Wisconsin, in third place. Gary Skates, Kevin Moore, Little Red Hooker.
He was on a hook and he knew it.
Wow.
Here it comes.
OBC comments coming at you.
There you go. What do you think, guys?
You guys see his fist pump?
Oh, there's another angle that I saw. It was on Kevin's. I think it was.
Yeah, one of his friends. Watch it after I let go here. There it is.
There you go. What do you think, guys?
But that's fun, your hometown pole like that. And so Kevin, also, his real job is he stretches trucks. He builds trucks for a living. So he built a rat rod and he hooked it to the sled. And I'm going to show you that video too.
Is that who built that?
So John Strickland was already Snapchatting me on Snapchat about it. Like, whose is that? I think I like that. So I put him in touch with Kevin. So I don't know if Kevin still owns it or not. So let's see. Here we go.
What on earth is over here on the east track for the subway track? Jason, can you describe what that is?
That's Kevin Moore, and if anybody knows Kevin, he knows he's a little crazy, a little different in the head.
He's a lot crazy.
He's a lot crazy. He's not very tall. That's why the truck sits so low.
No, that guy. Nelson.
Yeah.
Okay. I get you wrong, so hey,
You want to talk about somebody that loves Milwaukee, Illinois, and loves this pool, and loves what this is all about? Well, this guy right here does, and he's been so excited about this.
got a great light right there. Can you tell me that thing got a diesel in that? Fighting for a little bit of traction issues right there, but check that thing out. I just want to point out there's a license plate on this machine. Gets you an ice cream after this. Yep, 100%. Listen to that turbo scream.
Love that IH front end.
That thing, it's sweet, you guys.
What's under the hood?
There's my video skills. So I was a little mad at the flag guy for shutting him down. I wanted him to run it all the way out to the bitter end, but that's how it goes. So,
Yep.
Jason, what's under the hood?
I didn't ask. I'm sorry.
Mm.
I got there at 4:45. It started at 5. I was going to get there at 4. I ended up doing a pre-approval in a Casey's gas station somewhere in Illinois with my hotspot for about 45 minutes.
Back it up. We could do a poll on this.
And then they did a $5,000 to win. Oh, you want to show the video again?
Yeah, we could do a poll on this.
Okay.
What's under the hood?
5.9.
You want me to show the video again?
Yeah,
please do.
Share. You want to talk about somebody that loves Milwaukee, Illinois, and loves this green light right there. We stuck for a little bit of traction issues right there, but check that thing out. I just want to point out there's a license plate on this machine. He's getting ice cream after this. Yep, 100%. Listen to that turbo scream. Some of the patriotic stuff going on there on the back side. I always appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm going 5.9 Cummins, 12 valve.
Yep.
That sounds about right to me too.
Yep. Kevin's not going to get away from a Cummins.
No, I can't imagine that. But it was Oquawka was, it's small town. I think there were some IFP classes. I mean, I saw stock pickups. I saw hot farm tractors. I saw altered farm tractors, and then they did $5,000 to win the 3.6 Pro Stock diesel trucks. Brady Ingram won it.
Ingram.
Yeah, and then they
17 years old.
Brad took the money, and I think they grabbed $2,500 or $3,000 and gave everybody else $500 for some show money. So very, very cool of him. Yeah. So it's a neat time. You guys, these videos and photos now. I mean, the amount of time it takes to go through this, and I'm just a hack. Bruce, you and Charles and Brent must spend like days on this stuff.
Yes, we do.
A lot of time. Time.
Stop, Jason. Stop when you get to a red 70 series case. I want to see a better picture of it. It was in one of the hot farm classes. I don't think it had a cage.
These are all the photos. I wanted to show you. I want to show Brady's run. And then I got some photos. I should just give you access to my Dropbox is what I should do. That'd be the smart thing to do.
To have nothing else, you can go to Brady's Facebook page, or Brad may have it on his.
I want to show off my handiwork, okay?
Oh, wait. I understand.
Well, the reason I wanted to do it was because I wanted Charles to see it. Charles, do you remember Dave Klein from West Michigan Farm Stock way back in the day?
No, not by name.
That's it. Go back down. You missed it.
He had a 1070 case.
A little more.
No, I'm sorry.
A little more. Right there.
This one?
Is that it?
Break that. Blow that up. Yeah.
Oh, that red case.
Got a red case. Right up, just coming down the track on the west side from a 13,000 pound out of fuel class.
Man, that reminds me of Brian Coleman. Brian Coleman's their big end flag man in West Michigan these days, and he runs a big case.
Does he?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
is it 1175?
It's I can't think which model it is, but when he goes no speed limit with it, it'll run 16, 17 miles an hour. And I think he was looking at pushing that into too hot to farm as a class.
Nice. Well, that could be where it went, because a few of us have always wondered where Dave Klein's tractor went, because it was the only 1175 I've ever seen painted IH red.
In this video, guys, the tractor equipment was in the way, so I waited till the end. But if a tractor was a rat rod, it would look like this. The front of that.
Skull, like a bull with the horns on the front of the tractor. That's memorable. You don't forget those.
That's America. That's America.
I think I can appear with
That was
never won a hook.
So, but yeah, it was a good time. Really good to see everybody, and I got to hang out with the Tri-County Mini Rod guys. I haven't been able to do that in a while, and we had a good time. It was good to see everybody. So,
How late did they pull, and about how many hooks did they run through? Do you have
yeah,
any
done
idea?
about 10:30, 10:45.
Okay.
Well over 100. I mean, it was a lot of stuff. So,
Good crowd.
yeah, it was packed. It's free admission, and the FFA makes all their money off of the concessions, and they do really, really well there. That was pretty neat.
Was
See all that.
They said they wanted you to buy something to support the FFA or something. That was what your ticket price was.
Yep. Basically, that's, the announcer said it many times that, hey, you're in for free. And they had a lot of great sponsors. And then bugs, the river bugs, holy cow. Big bugs.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Big
Tons of
bugs. So I'm heading out to Rock Valley Thursday. I'm going to just do what I do without a tractor, which was whatever, Friday and Saturday. And then excited to hopefully be running here in a couple weeks. And I don't have a date yet. I'll let you guys know when I know more, but I'm not going to. Tony's trying to get second crop of hay and busy. So it is what it is at this point. So,
yep.
Realistically, are we looking at the end of the month?
No, I'm trying to. Richland Center is July 24th. I'd like to at least make my hometown poll. So,
Fair enough.
we'll see. But I'd also like it not to be the first pass on the new motor, if you know what I mean. So,
Right.
Yeah.
but it is what it is. So, but Doug's bringing my trailer down to Rock Valley for a dry run to make sure it all works good. The truck will be done in a couple weeks as well. So I have a lot of things to figure out. So,
Yeah, but you're moving in the right direction.
yep.
Just
So,
get it
Paul?
done and just get it done in time to make a good showing at the Iowa State Fair for
Oh,
them.
it'll be, yeah. We know. And then we go out to Wisner after that. So,
There you go.
all right, Charles, give us 10 seconds of advice.
Go to Rockwell and kick ass.
All right, Brent,
Go to a pool this weekend.
Paul,
You haven't.
If you can't go to a poll, buy a live stream.
I love it. Roos,
Be a dork and take the picture. You never know how long you have with somebody.
Oh,
Like it.
man.
Good call.
Dude, Rye wins that. Dude.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope.
You win. You
Take
win.
the picture, take the selfie, and I can't take any credit for that. Credit for that goes to Chuck. Chuck Russell told me that
Yes.
2 years ago, and I forget why. I don't
It
know if
doesn't
it was
matter.
because I don't know if it was Andrew or not, but we took the most awful selfie because it was like 9,000 degrees in the shade and super duper humid. At the Ionia Free Fair, you can find it on my page or his. We look horrible, but we took that picture, and it's the only one I have with Chuckles.
Yeah.
But take the
Love you,
picture.
Chuck, man. Awesome.
Take the picture. And Chuckles, if you can come up to Iowa, we'd be happy to have you at Rockwell.
and I say like, comment, and share everything polling on social media, guys.
There you go.
Don't matter if it's on here or if it's on your own page.
Right.
Get it out there.
It's not just about beer money. It's about everything. The more you like, comment, share, the more engagement, the more chance your friends have a chance of seeing that poll. And always encourage every poller. Let your fans know where you're going. Whether I don't care if you have 100 likes on your page. Let your fans know where they're going. Algorithms are funny. And just post. Posting.
Content wins. Content wins. It doesn't matter. Content
is
wins.
king.
So, Zolik, good luck with the great Leslie Mears and Big John down there on the Snapchat. And we'll see you guys all on the other side. Have a great night.
See you
Later
guys.
on, guys. Take care.
See ya.
And just like Frederick's Turbo, we're out. Have a great night.